Chat, what is the motherfucking word, man? Welcome back to the stream. I thought I was the only one up right now. What are y'all doing up? I got insomnia. What are y'all doing up? Even though it's late, I know it's super late. I know a lot of people are asleep. I had the motivation to get on here, and I said, I have to capitalize. So we're here. We're here. Sometimes you just gotta seize that moment. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Guys, is TAVO the best handball player in the world? I think TAVO is a perfect example of staying in the game long enough to just see all his competition fall off. Either gain weight, either stop playing, either stop competing, either just get too old to hang. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a great example of staying nice and steady, smooth and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. He's fit. He's, you know, he does martial arts. He stays in shape. You know what I'm saying? And it's paying off. He trains handball, and it's paying off. It's paying off. It's paying off. I think this is a new era. You know, the top level of competition looks a little bit different than it did in previous years. And I feel like with a player like TAVO, what's going to happen is everyone's going to just have to rise to the, you know, they're going to have to rise to that level if they want to hang. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. Shout out to TAVO, man, for winning King of the Courts. Very impressive. Very impressive. Very impressive. Let's briefly go through the finals, because I actually haven't seen it yet, if you could believe that or not. Your boy been busy. Alright, so the finals is TAVO versus Kadeem. Wow, okay. Kadeem just takes breaks left and right and just comes back strong. It's insane. I don't know how he does that. I've never seen a player like that who could leave and come back and play at such a high level. And even as good as he is, he's at 7-1 right now to TAVO. He's at 1-7. Ooh, that looked like it bounced. Oh, I don't know, actually. They gave him a point for that, even though it looked like he just barely got it. I'm just going to skim through a little bit. Alright, so we're seeing some unforced errors. It seems like TAVO's just outmatching him at the same time. Kadeem didn't have an easy bracket either. Oh yeah, TAVO's working him. 14-7 double. One of my favorite shots from TAVO is when he takes it off the floor and just like kills it with his left. The finals is 25. Look at the left on it. I think TAVO gotta have one of the best lefts in the game right now. Hold on, I gotta study this form. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna be borrowing that one. I got a bad habit. When I swing on my left, I raise my right hand. It's like my right hand wants to micromanage what the left is doing. I gotta constantly remind myself to put my right hand down. Bruh, bro, is the score 24-7 and TAVO is taking his first time out? TAVO, why we even, like, what? Bro, that's just putting salt on the wound. I'm not gonna lie. That is adding insult to injury right there. 24-7. The score is 24-7. And TAVO is taking his first time out. All right, it's point game, and Kadeem stays in it. He's going to score a couple more points, actually. Nasty. Oh, my gosh. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Kadeem's turning up for these last couple points. 7, 8 to point game. Kadeem has a lot of work to do right here. A lot of work. Not enough work for the length of this video. This video definitely is not long enough. Crispy. He just gets straight to the point right here. 8-point game. Strong left from TAVO, but right to Kadeem's right hand. He made him pay for that. At a certain level, y'all, power is just not enough. Nice. It's just not. At a certain level, you just get diminishing returns for how hard you could hit the ball, you know? Sometimes it just works against you even. Because you give your opponent all the momentum they need to just place the ball where they want it to, wherever they want to. Oh, that was bold. That was bold. It would have paid off though. But look at how TAVO decides to lift the ball up, and that just makes a world of a difference when you go high. It's so much harder to do what you want to do from up here. Point game to 13. Oh, and he had to hold it there. Okay, TAVO's going to win off an unforced error. Look. TAVO kept the ball on the wall more. You know what I mean? Whether it's a kill shot or whether your opponent misses, a point is a point. Shout out to TAVO. Shout out to TAVO. All right, a couple other games I wanted to see that I heard were good. I heard somebody was telling me that they thought D-Boy was going to beat TAVO in the semis. I was like, huh? And I'm thinking, like, how good, you know, would D-Boy have to have been playing for someone to think that he could take TAVO out in the semis? So I was like, let me see what games D-Boy played before. He played Julio, and I heard it was a good game. D-Boy is one of my favorite players, by the way. Favorite doubles players. I love watching him play doubles. Ooh, good hustle from Julio. Did he punch this left here? I feel like he punched this right here. It's hard to get a lot of power from that angle. Oh, we got no scoreboard on this one. Good left. Tony Roberts with the clipboard. (10-3), wow. Ooh, 11-3. Good shot, good shot. I see a disagreement here, y'all. I see a disagreement here, or a discussion. What happens? It definitely hit him, and he leaned. He leaned, but he didn't lean enough. Ball on, yep. Ooh, a little body bump right there. Okay. A bit of contact. A bit of contact drawn. It was his swing, though. It was his swing. Julio is not happy about this. 17-8. He read that serve pretty good. Wow, nice angle. Julio requests a new linesman. He didn't like that call. It looked good. All right, so he appeals it, but let's see if we can't slow it down. How many frames do we have here? Oh, that looks like it's right on the line, chat. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna line. I'm here all night, y'all. I'm here all night. Yeah, that looked like it was good. Let's see what the appeal says. All right, D-Boy just made a good point. He said, look, why are you asking the line ref on the other side for the call on this side? But I think the rule is to just check with everybody, because who knows? Who knows? At the end of the day, obviously, the line ref who's closest to the play should get, you know, more of a say on it. But now that I think about that, I think the rule is majority rules. Now that I think about it, though, which can get tricky. Pretty sure the USHA rule book says that majority should rule, as opposed to the commonly believed myth that the head ref can overrule everybody. That's what I used to think until I read the book. No, he did take two. Damn. Play it again is crazy, y'all. Yo, what do we think about what that call? Play it again. What do you mean by play it again? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Play it again is nuts. Let me know what y'all think about that, though. I'd be pissed if I was D-Boy, but let me know what y'all think. Maybe maybe I would have been doing too much. Point game serving 8. Okay, short call. 27-8, point game. What's D-Boy doing with it? Wow, Julio slipped right there. Wow, 21-8 is pretty good. 21-8 is pretty good against Julio, especially. Last year, Julio beat Taiwan at King of the Courts. Julio's a good player. Good player. Yeah, but that call, that ball on the line was definitely good, in my opinion. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about them doing that over. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's see D-Boy play TAVO. One of the best doubles players right now versus the best. I think we could say TAVO's the best singles player. Oh, D-Boy went big right there. Try to go right corner spike. Ooh, that's what. Who you feeling like, D-Boy? That's what we doing. Who you feeling like? 0-1, 0-1. Oh. Oh. I spoke too soon. That's not good. That's not good. I feel like when you do something crispy, like no matter how crispy it is, you could have just hit a 360 under the leg roller. If you serve the ball out, if the very next thing you do is serve the ball out, like you lose about half of the over you gained from the play before, minimum, if not more. If not more. At least 3/4. Ooh, that was nice. That was nice. That's good control right there. It seems like D-Boy is playing a decent defense, but he's not really able to score when he gets to the front. 13-2. Bro, what am I watching right now, bro? Nah, this is crazy. What am I watching, bro? It's like it doesn't matter how low it is. If you send the ball in TAVO's direction, he's gonna try to get it. Bro, look at the reach. Look at how much ground he covers. Look how much ground he covers. Mind you, TAVO knows he just gave D-Boy a setup. But he's like, yo, I'm gonna walk up a little bit and just see what he does. Maybe he gives me something I could return. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at him just shadowing him. Bro, look at where his feet is at. And not only does he get it back to the wall, nah, dog didn't even have to lunge that far. That was crazy. Not only did he freaking kills it, bro. You gotta be lower than that, D-Boy. You gotta be lower than that. Shoot. That's insane, bro. That is insane, bro. 99% of players are giving up on that shot. 17-3. Good shot, good shot. See, look, the left was there. It just, at a point you got to get offensive with your left too. A lot of players could, hit the ball with their left. Even if you hit it hard, like I can hit the ball pretty hard with my left, but when I'm giving it to my opponent, it just, at a point it doesn't make a difference, like how hard you hit it at somebody. Damn, we got punching TAVO. When TAVO's punching the ball good and the serves are good, Nice left. Supernatural left. I love that left. Nice shot from D-Boy. That's the counter. Anybody's wondering how to counter this angle serve, you have to shoot it in the right corner. Because every time somebody serves from the right side, cross court like that, they run to the middle. Or at least take a couple steps to the middle. Every time. They have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to go right corner. And yeah, we see D-Boy getting a lot of downs. But again, he's struggling to score when he gets to the front. He's hanging in there though. Nah, he's hanging in there though. Like, this is not, like, even though the score is 20-3, like, he's hanging in there. It's not like he's just getting, like, you know what I'm saying, just ran down. He's actually hanging for a little bit. I saw the top comment about this game. D-Boy was humbled by this game, but I never seen or heard him talk trash. Okay. Nah, yeah, he's definitely a trash talker for sure. That's how you humble somebody that likes to talk. TAVO embarrassed him. Damn, bro. Nah, yeah, he's a trash talker for sure. He's definitely a trash talker. But I mean, bro, he's nasty too at the same time. He's like one of my favorite doubles players right now. I love his doubles game. Just very, like, clean. He just got a very clean, straightforward, you know what I'm saying, game. Not too gimmicky. Wow, nice shot. Good shot, good shot. Yeah, nah, this is he probably definitely trash talked this guy right here, and he's pissed. TAVO don't take timeouts for himself. He takes timeouts for Yo, TAVO's on a whole different level. There's levels to this game, and that's not a game. TAVO beating people with just his pressure. Nah, bro. Bro, what is this TAVO glaze? Masterclass by TAVO. Why was the ceremony left out for us viewers? I look forward to this part of the tourney. Oh, okay, I don't know. Nah, that's funny. Let's see. When a B player meets the top player, get under 5 with both hands, under 10 with just his left hand. Sheesh, D-Boy, why they doing you like that, bro? Why they doing you like that, bro? Who did you get angry? Somebody's angry, and this joint got 16 likes. Nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not taking no D-Boy slander, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. D-Boy's a good guy. But yeah, TAVO is, you know, TAVO's in a class of his own. Literally, he's in a class of his own. And you know, there's a lot of A players that are like mixed throughout. Like I was telling somebody the other day, there's hella that, like, there's so many low to middle A players, like low to mid A players that we've just never heard of, and they're nasty compared to like any random B player you could grab. And then, you know, TAVO is just like, he's just a tier above like a lot of other A players, you know. Damn, I'm joining in. I'm joining in on the glaze. What the hell? I'm a believer. I'm a TAVO fan. Wait, hold on. Now I want to see the comments on the finals. I forgot about looking at the comments. TAVO was the favorite all along. Honestly, every other top player is a few steps behind him right now. Okay, here's more TAVO glaze. This is what we came for. This is TAVO's chance to carve his name into history. I've been watching the top 5 players closely for the last few years, and he actually elevated to another level with a better serve now. And if you could believe it, a better left, which was already great. Nah, he wrote a paragraph. And he seems hungry, and he seems to not only have the hunger to beat everyone, but he knows he's the best right now. So it wouldn't surprise me if he wins KOTC at least 3 more times. At least 3 more times. 3 more times is heavy. What y'all think about that? The era of TAVO, if he's consistent, he could get the most reigns of KOTC. Nah, low key, like I said earlier, like he's like weathered the storm to the point where most of his competition is like not on his level anymore. So, you know, he kind of is in a good spot. It's TAVO's time now. He is the most dominant player. He just outclasses everyone. That's a fact. TAVO mastered UI. Wait, what's UI? Congrats to TAVO. Respect from Littletown, Lancaster, PA. Nah, I used to have friends in Lancaster, PA. That's crazy. We used to play Halo 3 and Call of Duty together. TAVO played great the whole tournament. Tyshawn gave TAVO a run for his money though. 21-20. Oh, we gotta check that game out. At one point at 6-5, it looked like it was gonna be a close game, but TAVO took over and went ahead and showcased his killers with both sides of his hands. This dude's amazing. He took the title again. Word. TAVO has transcended to a new level and stamped that into reality this final. Nah, low key. Low key, these comments are not lying. They haven't lied yet. All right. Let me see. I want to see that Tyshawn game. TAVO versus D-Boy. Okay. Oh, Ultra Instinct Goku. Okay. Damn, that's loud. No scoreboard on this one. But let's see what it's doing. I haven't seen Tyshawn play in a minute. I played Tyshawn singles once in a tournament, and it was one of the hardest games I've ever played. Yup. Good core control. Good core control. Good core control. 6 serving 12. Okay. 6 serving 12. Sneaky serve. Bruh. Whoa. What? Alright, so Tyshawn brought up to the ref right here that TAVO's wetting the ball. He wants him to put gloves on. And he had a pair just waiting right there. Tyshawn already has gloves on. TAVO's rocking the Digiflex. TAVO said it takes the fun out the game. Is he referring to putting gloves on? Is he talking about, chat, is he just talking about the gloves, or is he talking about like something else going on? Like was there just an excessive amount of calls and he's saying that's taking the fun out the game? He said they don't. He said everybody wants me to lose. That's crazy, chat. That's crazy. Shh. Not everybody, TAVO. You got a lot of fans, my brother. Not everybody want to see you lose. Someone said they thought you was gonna. They see you winning 3 more King of the Courts. Just look in them comments. You think everybody want to see you lose? Scroll through your comments, brother. Y'all think TAVO be on YouTube watching videos? I know Timbo and Gio be on YouTube. I don't know about TAVO though. Oh, there's a lot of running. That's a lot of running. Save your breath, my brother. Save your breath. That's a lot of running. 27-18. Tyshawn needs 1 more. Wait. His angle shots are too fantastic. Tremendous stamina for his age. Nah, heck yeah. Heck yeah. You hit the nail on the head. Bro, is it point game to 18 and TAVO's hitting spin lob returns? Yo, he's different, bro. He is different. Bro, he's different. This is point game 18. What are we doing? What are we doing? At point game? That's how we feeling? That's how we feeling on point game? We feeling like 360 lobs? Bro gave him a 360 lob, yo. This how we feeling on point game. Bro, you know how not nervous you need to be to do that? Yo. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Just double down. Bruh, there ain't no way he just doubled down. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Y'all, I understand. All right, all right. Talk to us. He doubled down. Bruh. I understand the comments now. I understand the glaze now. What did he say? Bro, oh, he said Tyshawn's supposed to finish. Nah. Bro, he's telling his opponent you were supposed to finish that. Bro, he's mad at him for not finishing him. Pause. He said I was rooting for you. Bro, what is this level of psychological warfare, bro? What am I watching right now? 18-20. He needs 3. Somebody in the crowd said it. 3 and out. Come on, Ty. Yo, he's rooting for him. Bro, this is like... Nah, this is the craziest like coach and student moment right here. This is like master and sensei right here. This is like some anime. 1920. TAVO's hitting that ball hard, boy. Oh, he went lefty straight. Oh my gosh. Tyshawn takes a TO. We got ads. What's the chat saying? Possibly a momentum thing. He dominated during nationals with his right to left serves. Nah, yeah, that serve is nasty. That serve is nasty. His ankle shots. He's got to have some sort of weaknesses, right? I mean, every shot has a counter. Imagine just practicing to beat the GOAT. Oh yeah, for sure. Anybody could figure out how to beat anybody. You know, somebody's gonna come up, and that's what I was saying earlier. Him pushing himself to the level that he's at is gonna make everyone under him and even under them step up to the challenge. This is how we lift each other up. One person has to go crazy. I would not use power. I'd rather lob slow-mo shots to try to throw him off to keep his momentum away, pace myself, try to win. That makes sense. That makes sense. Bro, he's still rooting him on, bro. He's still rooting him on. He said, come on, Ty, one more. Nah, this is crazy. Nah, not for nothing. I played TAVO left to left once. And wait, was it? Nah, I think it was either left to left or it was straight up singles. And at a point, we stopped keeping score, y'all. And I was just getting, at a point, I was getting so fatigued, bro. I was getting so fatigued. I think I was wearing jeans and it was a hot day. And he was just, in TAVO, we were warming up for a tournament. We were waiting for a tournament to start. And he just, he saw me like panting and like, catching my breath. And he's just like, come on, Amir. Like, come on, keep going. And I'm just like, yo, this dude's not tired. Like, if he's telling me that, he's probably not even tired yet. Like, and bro, we kept going for like a few more points, but I was done. Like, he literally just beat me off stamina. Okay, I think he was talking to the host right there. I think he was talking to one of the hosts. He said, look, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just cheering my opponent on. Don't disqualify me, Larry. My bad, Larry. I love you. Nah, he said, you get me down and you win, kid. No pressure. Bro said no pressure. Look, when you get to just like walking around for no reason, that's when you know you hot as hell. Like, look at how Tyshawn is just like, he don't want to stand still. That heat is just beating him. All right, they're waiting for this volley to end. All right, we're at point game 20. I like these angles from Tyshawn. That one was a little setup-y. Wow, left to left line is insane. What a shot. That's one of my favorite shots. Woo-wee. His body tone, he has to be doing all kinds of exercise and workouts. Nah, yeah, for sure. For sure. TAVO is certified. For sure. For sure. Definitely works out. I know he trains martial arts. I'm assuming that comes with some sort of exercising. But wow. Wait, did we see the comments on that one? Did we see the comments on that one? I don't think we looked at the comments. We'll Wait, where's that game at? Oh, right here. All right, let's scroll down to the comments. What an interesting game. It felt like Tyshawn wasn't doing anything, and yet the points kept up with TAVO. Looks like all he did was, number one, not let TAVO go on a streak. Number two, score at least 1 or 2 points every time he got up. Number three, have his soldiers psych TAVO out on the sidelines. LOL. Oh, he had people cheering and stuff. Okay. Okay. Yo, I wonder if D-Boy was like talking hella trash. And that's why that's why people were saying like, yo, this is how you humble a trash talker. I bet you, because Tyshawn is D-Boy's doubles partner. I could definitely see him trash talking in this game to hype his boy up. This is what I've noticed in all TAVO's other games. He always goes on a streak at some point and gets too much distance from his opponents. Tyshawn did not let TAVO get on a streak. He kept the pressure on the whole game. TAVO really let this game go. He got lucky. He won. Tyshawn just cracked himself at the end. Couldn't close out. Low key. This is the closest game. Like, this would have changed everything. Without a doubt, best game of KOTC. I think Tyshawn should have got MVP. Hell yeah. That's bruh. No one has scored that many points on TAVO in a tournament in the last couple years. You know, not in singles at least. Did TAVO know if he lost this point, he'd lose the match? LOL, twirling around like some pickup game at the park. Nah, dead. Nah, for real though. And no lie, like, I feel like what TAVO was doing is he kind of was just treating it like a pickup game at that point. You know what I'm saying? He probably thought in his head, I know I like to do this. I put the score back at 0-0 when it's point game, and then it's just like, what would I do 0-0? You know, 0-0, there's no pressure. You just, you know, you play whatever shots, you know, come to your mind. And, yeah, I feel like TAVO took all the pressure off himself at that point, and it helped him. It helped him. He kept the ball on the wall long enough for his opponent to miss. They be hating on TAVO. He's one of the best players. TAVO was mad about nothing. He couldn't take the fact Tyshawn scored so much and gave him a run for his money. Was TAVO mad? At 16-11, TAVO was in the driver's seat, and then he did a Geo and unraveled. He started ranting and yelling and took himself out of focus. Wait, 16-11? What happened at 16-11? 11-14. Damn, what was the score? $16-11. All right, this is 16-11 right here. Let's see. We got one long. 16-11. Somebody says something happens right here. TAVO unravels apparently right here. Let's see. Oh yeah. That was a crazy volley. We actually saw that when we were skimming through. That volley was nasty. Good hands on Tyshawn. Oh, what was that look back? What was that look back? It didn't look good. It didn't look like he was happy. Good try right there. Good shot. Where's the... Oh, here we go. Oh, nah, he did get pissed. He said, let's go, Ty. You're still going to lose, Ty. Damn. He said, think about it. Nah, he high-key manifested it, though, right here. He manifested it. Manifestation, y'all. You got to speak it into existence. He said, if y'all gonna be in my ear, I could be in people's ears too. Okay. So, I mean, I think it doesn't translate on camera. I'm sure people on the sideline were talking that hot stuff, and we just can't hear it, so it kind of looks like TAVO's getting mad at nothing. But that's all Tyshawn needed to get back in the game. Tyshawn did a really good job at driving the ball directly at himself, cutting off TAVO's ability to create them nice angle shots. Timbo successfully used that crowding in the player technique for years. Nah, for sure. TAVO was also very temperamental during the game. Imagine Tom Brady complaining about the opposing team's crowd making too much noise at 18-20. TAVO was practically giving up and yelled at Tyshawn, "You're supposed to finish that," as Tyshawn hit the winning shot out. I mean, nah, he definitely didn't give up. He definitely didn't give up, you know. He was just doing a little psychological, you know, warfare. And, like, you know, sometimes when you let go of the outcome of the game, you kind of play better. So I feel like TAVO was doing a little bit of that too. He's like, look, I might win, I might lose, but like that's not the point. The point is, you know, playing good handball. You know what I'm saying? MTA in the house was good, my brother. My brother, I took the MTA today. Appreciate you, brother. Now that's drama. Great game. Best one of the tournament. Okay, people love this game. Very good game. TAVO almost blew it. I was surprised that he let some hecklers throw him off like that. I know he was the favorite going into the tournament, but he went from almost getting knocked out to winning the whole thing. Nah, for real. For real. That was a little roller coaster. And look, guys, like, heckling is, you know, as annoying as heckling is, like, it's human to get mad at it, right? Like, as trolly as it is, and as much as you should ignore it and just don't worry about it, like, literally, it's just very human to get annoyed when people are in your ear. Especially, you got to consider too, in the heat of the battle. Like, imagine you're fighting somebody to the death and it's dead serious to you, and you got someone in your ear talking trash. Like, that's how handball could feel sometimes. And if y'all have competed in you know, intense heat, in an intense environment, you know what I'm talking about. You know that battle that I'm talking about. That being said, when you can find the mental fortitude to block out that noise, like, you elevate a lot, you know, because at that point it's like, you know, I'm too cool, calm, cool, and collected. Like, nothing you could do could hurt me at that point. Nothing you could do could hurt me, you know. What's that saying? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. You could get there if you build the resilience. All right, David Velez versus Gio. Oh, Velez takes it. Okay. Interesting. What's the last shot? Okay. It was just a good serve. Gio's a little tired.
Earn up to 5% cash back.
Okay, for sure. Oh, by the way, y'all. Wait, TAVO versus Luke. Oh man, he puts that pain on him. TAVO puts in that pain. I was gonna say, somebody was asking me last stream to talk about the Nazir game, Nazir versus Drago. Apparently he got left on 15 or 16, and then apparently Nas quit the game. He said he had a family emergency. Now, I told y'all I would reach out to Nas and get a word about that. I can't give you guys, you know, the details of the emergency, but I can confirm there was a family emergency. You know, there was a family emergency. It didn't happen during the game. It didn't happen after the game. In fact, it happened before the game. So, yeah, just wanted to fill y'all in on that. I told y'all I would. And at the same time, that's a great win for Drago. In any case, you know, when we come to a tournament, we come to just put our stuff on the line against everyone else that day. You know, does it mean one player is better than another? I don't think so. But it definitely says something about you. You know? It definitely says something about you. Especially if you play multiple tournaments. It's like, how often do you show up as this certain player? You know, how often do you play at this level? You know? So I think Drago's been doing fairly well. You know, we know what's going on with Nas. At the same time, Drago's been playing very good. I think he's been playing at, you know, consistently high levels, and you know, I'm looking forward to see where he, you know, how he keeps the ball rolling, so to speak. What else? I feel like those are really all the games that I wanted to look at. Taiwan played David Velez again. It was a close game, 21-19. But yeah, I think we gonna call it here. I think we're gonna call it here. It's about that time. I think it's about that time, y'all. Low key, I think it's about that time. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Get y'all some sleep. It's very late right now. Make sure y'all get y'all some sleep. I'm gonna do the same. New videos dropping this week. Y'all really like the last two vids I did. Y'all, I realized that I actually want to do more vlogs, so I'm definitely gonna be doing more. But let me not even say nothing. I'm just gonna do it, and y'all are gonna see it. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that. And what else? Nah, yeah, that's about it. Good night. Good night, my brothers. Safety. Stay healthy. God bless. And until next time, I'm going to see y'all very, very soon. God willing. I'm about to catch me some Z's right there. And call it a night. Someone said, do I stream daily? Like every other day. Like every other day, more or less. All right. Peace out, y'all.